Good morning, students. It is nice to meet you all virtually after a long lockdown period of more than 3 months. Srimati R.R.H. Patel Mahila Arts College, as per the guidelines of the university and the state government, has decided to engage with you virtually through online lectures. We will also be using the Microsoft team to deliver lectures and to interact with you regarding your syllabus until the colleges reopen. As we all know that a classroom has no alternative. These lectures will in fact support you, help you in understanding the syllabus, will help you in deciphering the texts that you are going to study over here, and as and when time permits and things become better, when you come to the class, we will again discuss all these things that you might have had questions while preparing yourselves at home. Today I'll be discussing paper number 303. That is for the students who have recently completed their SEM 2 and will be promoted to the semester 3. This paper comprises 4 units. As you know, all your papers, all your core compulsory papers comprise of 4 units. So even this paper comprises 4 units. The name of this paper is British Fiction. In this paper, in the first unit, we will be discussing novel as a form of literature. Friends, you have already studied poetry and drama during your first and second semester. But novel is a form that has been introduced to you in your third semester. I think most of you must have had some sort of an idea of what a novel is, or might have read a few novels either in Gujarati or in Hindi or even in English. But being student of literature, we will look at the form of that novel, how it evolved, how it developed, and what are the chief characteristics of this form, and how is this form different from the other forms that we have already studied. And how does a form matter to the literary expression? These are the things that we will be discussing in our first unit. The second topic in your first unit is different methods of narration. Friends, as you all know that narration is a way of telling something. A point of view is a part of narration. Every narration has its own techniques or employs its own ways of telling the same thing. Just for an example, no two students will narrate the same incident in the same words. Not only the words, the entire structure of narration also changes. Just for an example, some people would want to start narrating a story or any incident from where it had started or when it had occurred. Others might remember it and talk in a flashback. So there are various ways of narrating something, and these different forms of narration or different methods of narrations have been employed by novelists which are in your syllabus, and those narrations have an impact on the way the story is knitted or the story is presented to the reader. So just as a story is important, similarly a narration is important. And as we go into this topic, we will discuss more about it. And if you have any questions, you can either contact me through the college, or when we meet, we will discuss more about that. So in our first unit, we have 2 topics. The first topic, as I said, is novel as a form of literature, and the second topic is different methods of narration. In our second unit, we have a novel, and that novel is Joseph Andrews. This is a novel written by Henry Fielding. Friends, if you remember, in your first year, in the second semester, in your acquaintances, you had the acquaintance of Henry Fielding. Henry Fielding, as all of you know, is a novelist, and he is a pioneering novelist, or he is even known as the father of English novel. It is said that his Tom Jones was the first novel, though there are other claims. Some people believe that it was Samuel Richardson who wrote the first novel, or some people even go back to Pilgrim's Progress and other novels. We'll discuss more about it when we discuss this, but Henry Fielding's novel Joseph Andrews is a part of your syllabus. If you have the novel at home, you can read it during this time until you can come to the college. I am told that this can also be downloaded for free on some internet sites. Students, I think all of you are, if you are well versed with it, or you can take the help of your brothers or any other elderly person at your place, and you can download this novel and read it for yourself. When you come to the college, obviously we have a few copies in the library, and I will read certain portions to you, even to tell you why they are important and how they are important in the development of the novel. So this novel Joseph Andrews is prescribed in your syllabus. Not only the novel, the preface of the novel is also very important, because it lays the foundation stone of the principles that were used by Henry Fielding to write a novel and to differentiate a novel from drama and other forms of let's say literary expression. So if you find this novel online, or if you find this novel, you may please go through it, and please remember even to read the preface of the novel. Yes. The third unit comprises another novel, and this is a novel, Animal Farm by George Orwell. Friends, this is a modern novel. This was a novel that was written in 1940s, and this is considered to be one of the best modern novels. It's a small novel comprising less than 100 pages. To be very precise, it comprises 89 pages, the text that we have in our library. Those texts comprise only 89 pages. So a novel, let's say when we discuss its form, we will look at the length of the novel, how long or how short a novel can be, why we can have a novel which comprises less than 100 pages, or could we have a novel that comprises more than 100, 200 or 300 pages. But pages do matter, but you cannot define a novel only by the number of pages that are between the two hardcovers. But then this is an important novel, and it talks about the modern forms of governance. So when we come to the novel, we will again discuss it. In our unit number 4, again, as you know, last year also you have studied in your semester 1 and semester 2, that unit 4 comprises of acquaintances. Even in this paper, you have around 12 acquaintances. These acquaintances are about the novelists that belong to different ages or different schools of novel writing. And again, in my second lecture, I will, or let's say just now, if you are listening to it, if you can make note, I'll just read out the names for you, so that if you can find any relevant material on them, you can start reading about them. And when we discuss it further in our succeeding lectures or in our coming lectures, we will talk more about them. So the novelists who are prescribed in your syllabus, in your acquaintance part, are Daniel Defoe, Samuel Richardson, Henry Fielding, Charles Dickens, Virginia Woolf, James Joyce, Emily Bront, William Thackeray, D.H. Lawrence, Aldous Huxley, Jane Austen, and Thomas Hardy. Friends, I believe that you might have studied or you might have at least heard most of these names in our references during our last year's lectures. But then if you find any material related to their biographical, let's say, information, or materials related to their creativity, or even critical material on their novels, you can read that, so that when you come back to the class we can talk more about it. Okay, so this would be your paper 303. As I said, the paper is titled as British Fiction, and the first unit comprises of the form and the methods of narration. The second and the third unit have one novel each. The second unit has Henry Fielding's Joseph Andrews, and this is considered to be the first novel by a few, and we will talk more about it. The second novel, Animal Farm, as I told you, is by George Orwell, and the fourth unit comprises of acquaintances, in which you have around 12 authors, and you need to prepare a biographical sketch of these writers, along with that their literary contribution, and again their contribution to literature as a whole. So till we meet in our second lecture, okay, you might want to prepare these things, and if you have any questions, you may call me through the college, or you can contact me through the WhatsApp groups that we have formed. Thank you.